Welcome, Taurus, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly reading. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 10th through the 16th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's advice or opinions above your own. Okay, so your cards are jumping out really quickly here, Taurus. So from the minor arcana, we have the physical realm, in other words, what's going on, what you're experiencing, where your focus is at, and message from the spiritual realm. And then from the major arcana, let's get one card that best represents the overall energy. So remember, Taurus, the cards are just here as a guide, not as predictors. So it is my intention to attract the cards and the intuition to go along with them that will best serve as many Tauruses as possible who view this message. And keep in mind, Taurus, that my readings are intuitive, so sometimes they progress as I speak it out. Sometimes it might not be obvious. Maybe, what a particular card might generally mean. I might get a different take on it, but let's take a look at what we have here then. Okay, so you had two cards jump out for the physical realm here. Let me just shift my chair over so I can reach. In the physical realm here, you have the Eight of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Wands beneath it. Okay, so you know what I'm feeling, Taurus? I'm feeling that you're kind of all over the place. You're kind of all over the place. Now, this is really, really general, but your mind might be all over the place this week. For some of you. For others, I feel as though, I feel like you might have a busy week and you're like kind of unable to focus maybe on your work. It might literally be having difficulty focusing on your work for some of you. And for others, it's just you're just not able to focus on one thing very long. I feel like, you're going from this thing to that thing to another thing. Okay, so for some of you, it could be busyness that is making you have a lack of focus. But, for some of you, it could be, the planetary transits. It might be something this week that is just and it could just be for one day. It doesn't necessarily have to be the whole week. This is, this could be an experience that you're having one day out of your week. It will vary for each of you, but it could just be that your focus is just being drawn from one thing to another. And I'm just feeling like you're not focused on one thing for very long, like not one thing at a time. You're going from one thing to another, back to this, And I feel like you're really not enjoying it. I feel like it's kind of getting to you. So it makes sense then, I guess, that in your mental realm here, you have the Nine of Wands. So it's kind of like a feeling of like, I'm handling this. I'm handling it. I've got this. I've totally got this. But I'm kind of worn out. I'm kind of tired. I need a break. You're looking over your shoulder like, okay, when's the next thing going to come my way? Do I get a break from all of this? Because it's kind of like taking its toll on you mentally. I feel like mental exhaustion. That's what I feel like. It's like mental exhaustion from just, your focus being all over the place here. So now I just felt, as I glanced up at the Empress reversed here. Okay, Taurus, this is how, the cards are guiding you. If this sounds like you, maybe the week ahead is going to have you running all over the place or focused on many different things. Or if in the upcoming week you find that you are feeling this way, I'm really feeling here like this is actually part of the message. And it's a major message about taking care of yourself. Nurture yourself, Taurus. So this needn't be, is what I'm saying. So if you recognize this, if you say, wow, yes, I know I have a lot of things scheduled this week, so I don't want to feel so unfocused. I don't want to lose my focus. I don't want to feel like I'm not enjoying myself. I don't want to feel like, overwhelmed or that this is no fun. I don't want to experience a feeling of like almost like being beaten up. I remember years ago, when I would get home from work, I would just feel as though I was physically beaten up. I was just so drained and exhausted. And that's what this feeling is reminding me of. But again, get out in front of it, Taurus. If you recognize this sounds like this could be your week. That's what the cards are here for. They're here to guide you away from that energy, because everything is about your vibration, which results from what you focus on, from what you think, from what you believe, from where your expectations are, right? So if I'm telling you now that part of the message is for you to nurture yourself, to tend to yourself, to baby yourself, and you make it a point to do so, then you can head this off. You can alleviate any stress that you're feeling here. Because this is basically what I'm feeling here. This is exhaustion and stress. Like you've had so much going on, and you can handle it though. I feel like you can handle it. You are handling it. This is the 9. This is completion. You'll get it all done. You can get it all done. It's just not a positive experience when you're doing it. But if you can get out ahead of those energies and raise the expectations here, right? You can turn these cards upright. I mean, other cards could have shown up to give similar messages, right? But you can be more deliberate about your focus. And when you're more deliberate about your focus, things can go smoothly. So what I'm feeling here, Taurus, is that whatever you're working on this week, even if you have to go from one thing to another, while you're working on or doing or tending to that one thing, make sure you're in the present moment. Make sure you're focused on that. Don't let the mind drift to other things, because when you are in the zone, whatever you're working on, you will accomplish it, or whatever you have to do with it, it will flow more smoothly. Time will be your friend. All of a sudden you'll be like, wow, I was really in the zone, and look how much I got done in such a short period of time. So you want to turn this energy upright. I feel like really focus in the moment. And you can turn this Knight of Wands upright. I love the Knight of Wands upright because to me, the Knight of Wands just looks like the knight who's having the most fun. He's showing up for the party, ready for fun and excitement and, maybe joking around. And so this Knight of Wands energy that I'm feeling here, like you're not really enjoying what's going on this week. But this specific card is here for a reason. You could have had, the Nine of Swords, for example, show up to show that you were not enjoying it or that you were stressed out. But no, this energy is here because you have the potential of turning it upright and enjoying it, finding the fun in it. Ooh, I feel like that's part of what I'm supposed to tell you. Try to find the fun in everything that you're doing this week. And when you just make it a point to focus on the positive side of whatever it is you're focused on, then you will make it more enjoyable. So it's really just a matter of turning these two energies up right here, Taurus. So that's what I mean when I say the cards are here as a guide, not as predictors. Okay? And you have the Four of Cups reversed. And as soon as I saw this card, I got the expression, I've gotten this expression with this card before. So like some cards come to have like sayings for me, and they don't always stick with that. You know, sometimes something different comes to me. But there are cards that will come to me with certain meanings. And there's an expression called that says, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And what I believe that is trying to say is that if you get some sort of an offer or opportunity, don't take it for granted, you know, or also just don't miss out. Okay, don't miss out on an opportunity. Okay, so here's what I'm feeling, Taurus. I feel like for some of you, there might be someone who offers to help you this week with whatever it is that's overwhelming you. I feel as though you might get an offer of assistance here with whatever is going on. And don't take it for granted, and don't look a gift horse in the mouth. In other words, like, appreciate it and accept it. Accept it with, I feel like, grace and appreciation, and let someone help you out if you get too busy. So, you know, it could be somebody, maybe you're busy at work and someone else isn't, and they can help you out. Or maybe if you have kids and you're running them all over the place, there might be someone who says, listen, I can pick them up, or I can drop them off, or you can leave them with me, or something like that. You know, like, I feel as though, you know, appreciate that. And if it feels right, accept the help. If it feels right, accept the help. Don't just blow it off, because it might be something that will give you more time to take care of yourself and nurture yourself, right? This is about you taking care of you looking after yourself, you, in a sense, babying yourself, and doing something or some things that you enjoy. And what I feel like, though, with this is that something that you enjoy, and I'm actually feeling like a low-key way. Now, it might be different for some of you. You might go out and party, and that's what you will do so you can enjoy yourself. But for most of you, I'm feeling like this is a low-key, take care of yourself, like in a, I don't know. I mean, bubble bath comes to mind. I mean, I'm not a bubble bath person, but you know, somebody out there is, and maybe a lot of you are, but that's what just came to mind. Like taking a nice hot bubble bath, sitting down with, you know, a good book, you know, something that's relaxing and enjoyable, or watching something on TV that's like uplifting or funny, as opposed to serious and bringing you down. But I'm feeling like keep it light, and take care of yourself. Because I think if you take the time to take care of yourself, you can like kind of let go of this stress and let it kind of just melt away, is what I'm feeling. Let the stress melt away. And I almost got the image of like when I was talking about the bubble bath or something, taking the bath and then just letting all the stress like wash off you and then go down the drain, and like kind of like leaving it behind you, and like being done with it is it's weird, but that's like what I just got. So that's what I'm feeling here, Taurus, that it just might be a week where you have to be more deliberate about your focus and be more deliberate about nurturing yourself, and being more deliberate about not missing an opportunity for maybe assistance or an offer or something that will help you out or make things easier on you, lighten the burden, okay? And then you can like let go of this stressful focus. So again, like I said, the cards are here as a guide, not as predictors. So the guidance here basically is for you to do whatever it is to raise your vibration, so you can get out ahead of this and not get like overwhelmed and not feel stressed out. Okay? So it's really all about nurturing yourself this week, my Taurus friends. All right, my Taurus friends, thank you so much for being with me. You might want to check out your moon and rising sign messages at High Priestess Influence if this message doesn't resonate with you at all. But I do want to thank you for being with me, Taurus, and I hope to see you back here again next week, my wonderful Taurus friends.